Hey there, FitFam. Today we're going to be talking about the new referral feature as part two of our social features discussion. We're going to dive into what referrals are on fitDEGREE, how the feature operates, and how to start taking advantage of all that it has to offer. Helping me tackle this topic today is our CEO, Nick Dennis, who's going to take us on a bit of a feature tour for this. So if you want the visual walkthrough, taking it from the beginning because I apparently can't talk today. We're just gonna cut this video for YouTube. Sheesh. I'm gonna zoom it in maybe. I should drink some water, but we're too late now. All right, starting in 4. Hey there, FitFam. Today we're going to be talking about the new referral feature as part 2 of our social features discussion. We're going to dive into what referrals are on fitDEGREE, how the feature operates, and how to start taking advantage of all that it has to offer. Helping me tackle this topic today is our CEO, Nick Dennis, who's going to take us on a bit of a feature tour. So if you want the visual walkthrough, jump on over to the FitFam Facebook group now and access our YouTube video. So, Nick, welcome back to the podcast. Are you ready to tell us a little bit more about referrals?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me as always. And this was a great example of client feedback driving a feature. And yeah, we were happy to get this one out because it seemed, it was an interesting combination of it seemed like a fun luxury feature, but also, when you think about these fitness businesses and majority of their new clients, especially the conversions coming from referrals, it just seemed to make a lot of sense that this was almost necessary to run a fitness business is, tracking these, giving your clients a way to give a referral, track the referrals, and now you want to reward the referrers the same way that we reward our referrers at fitDEGREE. So excited this got out, excited to give the tour.
Yeah, I know everyone's been waiting for this for a very long time, so it's really cool to see it come to fruition and dive deeper into all that it has in store for everyone. So, Nick, can you give me a walkthrough of exactly what a referral is in terms of fitDEGREE?
Yeah. So a referral is going to be you essentially invite someone to the studio. You can send them a link, which I'll show, or you can just give them the code that they enter when they create their account. And that initiates the referral process. That means I did not know about the studio. I made a profile on the app or the website or the web widget at the studio for the studio. And then I enter that referral code. The referrer gets the credit. And now the next step happens, and we'll talk about this when we get to reporting, is actually converting that referral. And that conversion just means they did something that interacted with your FitSpot. Could have been registering for a free event, could have been signing up for a class with a drop-in, could be buying your intro offer. That's how we're counting the conversion of a referral. So if you want to get even deeper into the details with your clients, you could reward referrals, and that is just someone entering that code. And then you could also also give that reward for the conversions and say, okay, you got 10 referrals, 5 of them convert it. There's one reward for hitting 10, there's one reward for hitting 5, and however you want to do it. But it's important to track that your clients are taking advantage of you and just creating fake accounts or something crazy. So we want to make sure these conversions actually happen.
Yeah, that's a very good point. So why don't you tell us, Nick? I know you said before that there were referral codes and referral links. For those on the visual process and also our listeners, can you show/describe to us where we can find the link and the code inside of the client-facing app?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is where I'll start sharing my screen, and it's going to be easier to see it. So I am on the fitDEGREE Studio demo FitSpot, and I see my events, my classes, my one-on-one services, my store, and right below the store, strategically underneath the digital gift cards, is refer a friend to this studio. And if I click share your link, this is that similar experience to sharing a class off of the app. It's going to prompt you share to Facebook, share to Twitter, share to iMessage, wherever you typically share links from. That's where it's going to drive to, and it's going to put the client into the account creation flow. It's going to give them that referral code, and that's how they'll claim it. If you don't want to share the link and you just want to send that code over to someone because they've already started the process, they just remembered, oh crap, you were the one that told me, I want to give you credit. You can go to your profile, and underneath of your picture, your bio, and above your upcoming registrations, you're going to see this referral code right here. So a quick way to just share that referral code if someone's already in the process, or you could actually drive the whole account creation flow from the home screen when you click share your link.
Awesome. And I did just also want to point out there, you can grab that code from either the profile, or it is there right above the link for anyone who is not one of our visuals. I just wanted to point that out as we're
Yes.
looking at looking at it right here. So for anyone listening at home, that is another place you can find it. So in addition to that, what does the new client do when they receive that link or that code? What is their action item from that point?
Yeah, so I'm going to flip over to a tab where I'm not logged in. I'm viewing the fitDEGREE Studio, and you could tell I'm not logged in because I'm also seeing the intro offer, which I would not see if I was logged in. And so when I click that login button, or if I were to go to the purchase flow and then it told me I need to create an account to complete that purchase, it's the very first screen. So you do first name, last name, email address, and then you have that spot to enter the referral code before you verify your email. And yeah, it would be the very first spot, that the very first screen is where it is. And that's all it takes to, claim that referral.
Now, one thing I have been asked by a few clients actually in the support inbox is, I see this referral code here. Do I have to enter anything? Well, if you just like stumbled upon the studio, you don't have to refer, you don't have to have a code. You don't have a code, then a friend didn't tell you where to go. But definitely if a friend, a family member, somebody you know referred you to the studio and you can get their code quickly and give them that credit, definitely do so. It's always good to know, and it's always helpful for them if the studio is running any sort of incentive program.
Yes. Yes.
So, so now in terms of the admin experience, I know we walked through, again, just recapping here on the client side of things, you can see your code from the home screen, you can give your link from the home screen, you can see your code from your profile, and all new and incoming clients will enter that code while they create their account. And if they use a share link, it will be pre-typed for them. Now, from the admin experience, what do we do with all this data? Where can I find it? How is it becoming an actionable item?
Yep. So similar, you would go to open up your app switcher, go to reports. This report is going to live in client insights. We would love to make this more visual and actionable like some of the other ones, but the reality is it's a list and it's got 3 columns. So if I go to client insights, I go to referrers, which is now underneath routine breakers and above unpaid registrations. Now you're going to get this list of the 3 columns: the client that is doing the referrals at your studio, the number of prospects they've created, and the number of conversions that have happened. And if I were to click on Megan's name, I would be brought to her profile. But if I were to click on the blue number underneath prospects, that's actually going to bring up a list of all of the people that she made referrals to. And then similarly, I could click on conversions and see that list as well. Right now, Megan doesn't have any. This list is empty. But all it would take is for either Jen or Jennifer to purchase something or interact with a FitSpot in any way to complete that conversion.
Awesome. So from here, I'm seeing everything from the admin side of things. I have my prospects, who are people who just created accounts. I have my people who converted, which means they just made some form of a purchase or registration. They took further action. As a studio owner, what is something I can do next? How do I start beginning my way of making this report into something that either generates me more revenue or fosters a better community?
Yeah, at this point, the feature request came from the use case of a referral competition. For the month of January, I want to encourage my clients to drive referrals into the studio. Whoever gets the most referrals, but I think you should do conversions. That's what we do at fitDEGREE. Whoever gets the most referral conversions gets some type of reward, whether that's monetary, whether that's some swag, whether that's a free one-on-one, however you want to do it. And I just want to make it clear that was the first use case. Since we've launched, this is exactly how it should work, is we launch a feature, it's got that first iteration out, the feedback starts coming in. Well, I'd like to do this with it, I'd like to do that with it, so on and so forth. And that's how we'll continue to prioritize the feature is okay, what's the next use case that we could add on to this? But it's great that we've laid down the foundation. We now can facilitate referral competitions. There is a date range here. If you're watching, you see me. If you don't see me, if you're not watching, there's one filter at the top of this. It's just for the date range. If I click this, Megan disappears. And then if I go back to the month of March, which is only these 2 days, Megan's going to reappear. So you can do referral competitions with a specific start date and end date. And that's what it was built for now. So we're really curious to see what the feedback that comes in, and what are all the ways you can actually leverage referrals to, like Megan said, result this into dollars and cents and not just, feel good competitions.
Yeah, and I really like there, Nick, how you talked about the fact that you can filter by a date range. I also want to call out for everyone listening slash watching, you can also sort. So filtering and sorting are two different things. Filtering would bring it down to a very specific subset of data within your larger grand scheme, but you're sorting over prospects or over converted. There's an arrow pointing up and down. That allows you to display either the highest or lowest count first. So it will take your entire list of clients who converted people or brought you prospects and sort it from top to bottom or bottom to top number wise. So if you were running just a pure numbers wise referral competition and easily wanted to find the person who converted the most people, you would be able to sort there on this screen.
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome. So from all of this, Nick, I know you said this is the first step based on the initial use case that was brought to us. What if I'm a studio owner and I'm sitting down and I dream up some cool ideas? What is the best way to reach out to fitDEGREE and tell you what ideas that I've come up with to, just make referral, this whole system, something more than it currently is?
Yeah, ideally, we want everyone to go through support@fitdegree.com. It would be great if you titled the subject of that email as feature request for the referral feature, just so Allie doesn't have a heart attack and think, something's wrong. And she just knows, okay, this is a feature request. I'll deal with this around anything else that's more urgent. And then she puts that into an internal communication flow, and we start to weigh that out and get that into some development efforts. So as always, it's support@fitdegree.com. And if you feel like it's really hard for you to articulate something, or you don't really think you get across email, or you also want to soundboard ideas, schedule a support session. I mean, 20-minute calls are very helpful to the both of us. It's not just for support issues and screen sharing the software to solve something. It could just be really articulating that referral feature so that Allie can either record it and bring it back to Megan and I, or she can just take notes and then spit it back to us when we have one of our weekly meetings. So I always encourage to go to support, and it's your choice if you want to make it an email or an actual support session.
Awesome. Oh, well, you heard it here, FitFam. If you have any suggestions, questions, comments, or if you want to have a brainstorming session about this feature, you can always let us know either at support@fitdegree.com, or you can schedule a support call with us. You can reach that at calendly.com/fitdegree. Under that, there is a support section for you to go and schedule your 20-minute meetings with myself or Allie, whoever has the first available time that you've booked. All right, FitFam, that is everything we need to know about our referral system thus far, how it can be used, and how it can be leveraged. Again, any questions can be brought back to support@fitdegree.com. Or if you just want to let us know how you feel about this feature or how to improve it, you can also bring it there as well. We will talk to you next week and every week after that, tackling some new topics. Until then, see you later, FitFam.